Hello, and a very warm welcome to this Festival of Women Writers and Journalists, a centenary celebration of Time and Tide. My name is Catherine Clay, and I am Director of the Time and Tide Connections and Legacies project. The aim of today's festival is to share with a wider audience the fascinating history of this largely forgotten but important feminist magazine, and to consider the continued relevance of this history for women in the media and publishing landscape today. Founded in May 1920, Time and Tide was unique in establishing itself as the only woman-run publication of its kind, successfully taking up a position alongside its chief competitor, the male-edited New Statesman, as a leading review of political and cultural affairs. One of its marketing slogans, Time and Tide tells us what women think and not what they wear, resonates as strongly today in a media industry that, most obviously in the tabloid press, continues to value a woman's appearance more highly than her opinion. Mediating the news week by week from a feminist standpoint, Time and Tide challenged the conventions of the women's paper category and was a beacon for women's independence and equality with men in public and political life. This festival was originally planned to take place in central London at the beautiful St Bride's Hall, just steps away from the building at 88 Fleet Street, where Time and Tide had its first offices. Sadly, along with countless other events this year, we have had to move our entire programme online, but we are delighted nonetheless that you are joining us today to commemorate in its centenary year this remarkable magazine. At the heart of our programme are two live-streamed panel discussions in which 6 British women journalists, publishers, writers and editors offer their perspectives on working in journalism and the wider print marketplace today. Considering the question of how far have we come in the 100 years since Time and Tide's first publication, our first panel, Women, Politics and the Press, interrogates the status of women in spheres of print journalism from which they have been historically excluded, for example, politics, economics and international affairs. The second panel, Women, Publishing and the Literary Press, focuses on literary and review journalism and publishing with reference to a widespread and persistent gender bias in favour of male reviewers and books authored by men. These live elements are complemented by pre-recorded festival content comprising a keynote lecture and 4 short illustrated talks, which together offer historical perspectives on Time and Tide and its importance in the feminist, political and literary landscape after the First World War. Our keynote, delivered by the eminent historian Professor Angela V. John, provides a fascinating insight into the life and personality of Time and Tide's founder, funder and editor, Lady Margaret Rhondda, and the principles which shaped this feminist magazine. The short talks delivered by scholars based in Britain, Canada and the US examine other facets of Time and Tide's history, from the feminist and international perspectives offered by Professor Maria DiCenzo and Dr. Anne-Marie Einhaus, to Professor Barbara Green's discussion of Time and Tide's most enduring literary offering, E.M. Delafield's Diary of a Provincial Lady. Finally, Dr. Sarah Lonsdale's case study on an unusual 9 months in the history of the elite society magazine The Queen foregrounds Time and Tide's unique achievements against the constraints upon women editors in the commercial women's magazine market. All our festival content will be archived on the project website after the event as a resource for teachers, students and other interested parties, and we'd be glad for you to share it widely with your own friends and contacts. If you're inspired to learn still more about Time and Tide, you may also like to read my book, which is available from Edinburgh University Press at a special discount price for our festival audience. Most importantly, we hope that the thoughts and conversations prompted by our festival today will serve to encourage and inspire a new generation of women writers and journalists as we explore the past in order to look anew at the present. If you would like to complete our short survey after the event, we would be very grateful to receive your feedback. Thank you for joining us in this centenary celebration. On behalf of our project team and partners, I extend to you again a very warm welcome. Enjoy the festival. Thank you.